Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Kerry Anderson. Hope you all doing well. In today's video, I'll be talking about how to stop manifesting unwanted things. So if you like the video related to manifest power, I would like to request you all please to subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon, and give thumbs up so that I will come up with more and more videos with lots and lots of information. So here we begin. Let's go. How to stop manifesting unwanted things. Accidental manifestation and its finest. So I went to my boyfriend's basketball game as I usually do. Before I dive any deeper into the story, I should note that I'm not sporty. As a dancer, I consider myself an athlete, but when it comes to sport, I can hardly understand them, let alone can play them or really even sit still to watch them. You are looking at the little girl who tried to survive saucer for a brief 2 weeks and was always running the wrong way. Not to mention, I just at the ripe age of 20 to realize that fashion and sports do not coexist. Who knew? Last time my man took me to a big game, I got all dressed up as if I was going to a show on Broadway and stood out like a sore thumb. I clearly missed the very or most unimpressive leggings and ugly team t-shirt. Anyway, back to my story. I was at Gabe's game, just sitting there minding my own business when I realized that the score was getting close to tied and the clock was quickly running out of time. Up until this point, our team was in the lead, but as we all know, in basketball, no lead is a safe lead. He's gonna be so proud of me for knowing that expression. So I got to thinking, man, I really hope this game doesn't go into overtime. I hate it when that happens. Then I will have to keep sitting here on these awful bleachers even longer, and my butt is already killing me. Do not go into overtime anything but overtime, please, dear God. These types of anti overtime thoughts were happening in my mind for a solid couple of minutes. I'm the worst, I know. So, gay point guard goes to shoot another 3 pointers, which is hardly ever misses, and he misses. That's strange. Oh God, now they're tied. Beep, the buzzer goes off. They go into overtime. Why am I telling you this? Well, part of me feels bad for unintentionally ruining this game with my wizardry. But most importantly, I remembered a great lesson about manifesting that night. How to stop manifesting unwanted things. Because everything is energy. Your thoughts create your physical reality. You can learn more about this is my article. So, how to manifest anything your heart desires. But basically, you are the creator of your life experience, whether you realize it or like it. I accidentally manifested something I didn't want. That much was obvious to me after the game. I did this simply by obsessing over it and only for a couple of minutes. Mind you, that's how powerful your thoughts are when you are trapped in. Regardless of if I did or didn't want overtime to occur, I imagine in vivid detail exactly how it feels if it actually happened, which naturally caused it to manifest in my experience. That's how manifestation work. Now, side tangent, some people will read this and argue that I did not manifest over time because I'm only one person who attended the game. They will say it's just coincidence. I use their brackets because there is no such thing as a coincidence. The truth is, one person who is trapped in and turned on to their own power is more powerful than millions who are not. Millions just let that sink in for a moment. You always get what you focus on. What I focus my attention on expanded because that's where I was putting all my creative energy. It works like that every single time. But it's a way better when you do it on purpose. Even though I was technically thinking I do not want to go into overtime, the universe responded with, did I hear you say overtime? Here you go. It can be a little hard of hearing since it communicates in vibrations, not English. The universe always say yes to whatever you think and feel. The universe doesn't care or recognize whether you are asking for something to happen or not. All it here is the subject matter of what you are focusing on and creates that. In this case, I was focusing on overtime, so I got overtime. This is why it is so imperative to focus on what you do want and never on what you don't want. So many people are unknowingly focused on what they do not want and therefore keep experiencing that very same thing. It's a vicious, never ending cycle. You observe something unwanted happening in your life, you focus on how you don't want it, you get more of it. You observe it still happening in your life, you really don't want it anymore, you focus intensely on how hate it, you get even more of it. You get the idea. A great example of this is when people feel poor and they want to be wealthy. They think they are focusing on how they want well, when really they are secretly focusing on how they are currently poor, which causes them to stay poor. Yeah. I don't want to be poor, universe. Did you say poor? Here you go. A better way to manifest well would be to say I'm wealthy. Unless every time you affirm that you are wealthy, you just feel like a big fat liar. In which case, you need to read or understand this. So, pivoting, no basketball pun intended, the subject of the statement from poor to wealthy and desire to desire is key here. If you get the feeling that you don't want something, that's a great news before or because it will show you exactly what you do want, which is always the opposite of what you don't want. The beauty of inductive reasoning. If you don't want something, focus on what you do want instead. If you don't want bad grades, focus on getting good ones. If you don't want to feel stressed, focus on feeling relaxed. If you don't want to be single, focus on what it would feel like to be in a relationship. If you don't want Donald Trump to become president, support someone else. Attention, whether perceived as negative or positive, will always feed the fire and grow the fame or a flame, which reminds me of another point to take into consideration when you want to be deliberately create your own life experience. Notice how I didn't change the statement of I don't want to be poor or I want to be wealthy. Surely this would still be a step up from the original statement because you are finally focusing on what you do want. But reread the statement and think of how the universe will respond if it always says yes to everything you think and feel, which it does. I want to be wealthy. Universe, you want to be wealthy? Yes, you want to be wealthy. Here are some more experiences to make you feel like you want to be wealthy. Being in a state of wanting is never ideal because it's going to produce more of that same feeling, wanting. Desperation never yield good result when it comes to manifestation because when you are desperate, you are holding on to a lot of resistance. Remember that. But if you can affirm, I'm wealthy, instead, the universe will respond much more favorably. I am wealthy. Universe, yes, you are wealthy. Here are some more experience to prove that you are indeed wealthy. So we think that by focusing on what we don't, one that we can somehow avoid it or steer clear of it, when in fact it's just the opposite. So let's stop wasting our imagination on worry, instead use it for what it was intended for, the very reason for our existence. Whatever is present in your current circumstances was created from thoughts, belief, feelings that you practiced in the past. That is a big hard nasty pill to swallow for lots of people because they are not happy with their current situation. But the great news is that since you are the creator of your own life, you can recreate it anytime. That's right, my friend, anytime. You have to power to be, do, or have anything that you want. Your thoughts today are creating your future tomorrow. Always choose wisely and deliberately by keeping your focus on what you want. I challenge you to find and examine the areas of your life where you feel stuck. Begin noticing your true focus. Are you really focused on what you want? Or are you just observing your current circumstance and reacting to those? Everything that's happening now is just a manifestation of something you created in the past. This means that present circumstances are old news. So stop worrying about what's happening now and take control of what you want to happen next. So let's leave a comment and let me know what you plan on changing your focus about. Let's start the conversation that matters. That's all about the manifestation power in this video. I hope you all liked it. I'll definitely come in the next video with my another content. Till then, God bless you. Bye bye and take care.